I'm taking off from Richmond, Virginia, heading to Waterloo, Indiana, in northeast Indiana. It's a sleepy little town. It's got a population of about 2,000 people. And there's a nearby Auburn, Indiana, which is home to the Duesenberg Automobile Museum. It's full of these really awesome turn-of-the-century vehicles. But what brought me here was the Midwest Spring Sling. It was the brainchild of John Mannon, and he was featured on just about every Slingshot podcast and social media channel that there is. And it was one of the most highly anticipated Slingshot events in recent history. Here we are, just arrived at the Classic City Center, Waterloo, Indiana. Let's go inside and check it out. Friday was the educational day, open to anybody and everybody wanted to come check out Slingshots, and it was a really cool, just welcoming vibe. Shout out to Simple Shot for helping to sponsor the educational day and making sure people had everything they needed to jump in and try it out.
Back to the relaxed point as quickly as possible.
We're walking the woods course, watching Danny Strike shoot it for score. Pretty windy today. Danny was the first person to shoot the course. The course itself was pretty simple, looping around the outside edge of an open field, but was still challenging and I think well done considering the limits on the space available.
I kind of had a rough idea. The biggest thing for me was it was important that we actually have some element of woods course to simulate the hunting side of things. I got the targets, I knew what we wanted. But then Will and Graydon were able to go through with me. We came out last night and kind of drove everything, and I told them kind of the rough stuff that I was thinking of, and then lean on their experience and create a nice balanced course. And so like today with it being so windy, but Danny's doing great. If it's not challenging, is it fun?
Nice! So I'm out here with Weston, the 2025 East Coast Slingshot Tournament champion. And he's too much of a wuss to shoot in this wind today.
Man, this wind's crazy.
It was a little crazy to shoot in that wind on the first day, but Jordan Smothers peer pressured several of us to shooting on Friday. So this group was a combination of new shooters and more experienced shooters alike. And it's during this trip around the woods course that it really started to hit me. I could settle in and just enjoy being there, laughing and joking with my friends. And I really wasn't thinking about my performance on the woods course. I was just happy to be there, and I think that's what this is all about. But at the same time, I really was trying to hit the target. The wind was just giving us fits. You can see here Zach's band's wobbling in the wind while he's trying to shoot.
Come on, dude. I didn't even see that one.
It made these longer distance targets almost impossible to hit, and all you could do was laugh. So along with the wind, we also had these diabolical shots through some of the brush. So the brush element combined with the monster distance shots kept the course interesting. In our group, Zach was the one to beat.
Nice.
He was patient with his shots and didn't let the wind get to him.
Yeah.
And he's the only one in our group that drilled the orange deer. One of the newer shooters I got to meet and shoot the woods course with was Kelby Butler.
My name is Kelby. I'm from Ohio, and I have been shooting slingshots for 1 year.
How did you hear about this tournament, this event?
I was on the Hocking Hill Tournament Facebook page, and I saw somebody reposted an ad for this event.
Is this your first event?
Yep,
first tournament?
very first tournament.
Awesome. So what got you into slingshots those couple years ago?
I remember a couple years ago, I was just scrolling through TikTok, and I saw a video of somebody reviewing one of the simple shots, and I thought it was really cool.
Awesome.
So I just put that in the back of my mind. A couple months later, I picked it up. I just practice really in my backyard. I have a catch box, and I'll just do different angles and distances, and I'll just walk through the woods and try to shoot random targets.
Do you have any folks that you've tried to get interested in the sport to shoot with you?
Not professionally, just like for fun. We're shooting pop cans. Nothing like really hard about it.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
And you said your parents had shot a slingshot for the first time this weekend?
Yeah, my dad already has ordered one off Amazon, I believe.
That's cool. Do they have any interest in maybe coming to one of these in the future if they do this next year?
Yeah, they definitely do. We were talking about the one in Hocking Hills to do this year.
Cool. What's your first impression of this event?
This event, I have definitely the biggest impression I think has been the community, because this is my first interaction with them. Everybody's just really nice. I've talked to probably more people than I've at any event really, because people will just come up and talk to you if they don't know you.
Yeah.
It's kind of an amazing thing.
Do you have anything that you would add to folks that have never been to something like this?
I would tell them to expect to be social, because I'm a very antisocial person, and that was definitely a jump for me. My social battery is drained. And I would say it's still very fun. Like I said, if you've never had anything to do with the community, to come talk to people and get actual real experience other than hearing it through a YouTube video or reading a comment, it's definitely a really fun thing to do.
Thanks,
All
man.
right, thanks, sir.
All right. Friday evening, John Mannon wanted to address the group and thank some of the key folks that played a vital role in putting the whole event together.
Special things to make it better. So, thank you. For the staff to help out you guys. Thank you.
And the folks that were able to stick around for the Friday night commencement, as it were, got treated to a special keynote speech by none other than Nathan Masters.
Welcome to the stage, Nathan Masters.
So Nathan gave an incredible speech, and I highly encourage you to watch it in its entirety sometime. It's been posted several different places. But the theme was pretty simple. It's that this hobby is more than about competition. It's about community. Encourage one another and make each other better on and off the range.
And that's why we're here. Not because of the slingshot itself, but because of all these great things that happen around it. Because of people, because of fellowship, because of connection, like what we're experiencing here together.
So at the end of day one, and after a few more shots in the dark on the woods course, I was finally able to pack it in and set up camp. There's my sleeping spot for the night in the middle of a jungle gym. All right, now get in it. We're here. Woo! All right, it's Saturday, March 21st, Midwest Spring Sling. This is the day of the official competition. A lot of cool makers, a lot of cool people, a lot of cool craftsmanship, beautiful artwork pieces here. Good morning. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Tristan Cast. I've been shooting slingshots for about 8 years.
You've been shooting for 8 years. What got you into it 8 years ago?
A lot of it was Gamekeeper John videos. And back then it was a phase to shoot through the forks, and people were making hunting and tournament videos in Europe, such as Chris Graffin, and the World Cup in 2018 was super influential to build us up to this point and where we're developing. Keep in mind, we have gone from camping in the sticks and to shooting a full woods course, which has been extremely popular all over the world. But to go to an actual indoor event with a stadium, with friends and family, is a huge leap and milestones in the right direction. This is going to develop into a world stage event where we can finally compete and refine our skills.
To be able to come in person like this, to meet each other every now and then, what does that mean to you and to the community?
Yeah. So if you were like me, you may have shot a year or two by yourself, and you may have been hesitant at a point in your time to come and meet these people. They're all like friends and family. They treat you well. They welcome you. There's so much experience to be gained at a event like this. Knowledge is exponential. You'll find shooters at 6 months becoming masters of the sport within a year or two. It's instrumental to be a part of the community and to bring up the youth to keep the sport going.
We're here to have fun, but you want those kids to have the most fun.
Because eventually we're going to be the old guys, right? I mean, they're going to be talking about us. But
so yeah, I think anything we can do to make this event special for them. Obviously, we're like little kids when we're here.
Yeah,
checking out the toys on the tables and stuff.
It's becoming more accessible for everyone. I mean, that's what it comes down to, and that's the overall goal of the NSL. So, no, I love it. It's like a second home, you know.
Well, I'm QB, Laura Valenti. I'm with
Moan Waller. Varvia Catapults.
Yep.
My better half here.
Well, we're here. We flew to Indiana.
Yes.
And we're
Came here to
ready
represent.
to shoot. Ready to show you some slingshots.
We do have three of our teammates here as well. We have Luke Stroud, Larry Stroud, and Rebecca Straw. I'm probably gonna shoot. I'm still dealing with a little injury on my thumb here, but I'm still gonna shoot.
We'll shoot better than him.
See, that what really makes me want to shoot well.
It's all good. Yeah.
What makes this special for me, and the whole reason I come out for this kind of stuff, man, because without the slingshot community, I don't really have a life, and they've kind of made my life for me. I started a business that community supported what I did, and I was able to surround myself with other artists, merchandisers, marketing people, builders, friends, shooters who actually supported what I did. It is all about the people, and I like that you decided that you were going to focus on that part of it, because there's so many different lifestyles and people from different places around this entire thing. We did this at our house every other weekend. We've seen it grow so fast, but we have a diverse group, man. We've got women shooters, we got kids, we got, it's a really diverse group of people.
Yeah. And then also it's just, I'm like, we're going to go play with our slingshot friends, because everybody is so excited to see each other. They're just such a positive group, that you come and you have such a good time. And then it also helps us be better at marksmanship. Each time, you get nervous getting up there, but every time you learn something, you grow in different ways. So
let me be honest with you. The entire reason I got into slingshots was watching people do trick shots. I couldn't believe that I couldn't shoot a can and they were shooting coins. You understand what I'm saying? And that wow factor is something that everybody has to contribute with. I don't care what you're shooting, toys, whatever it may be, but just the contribution, I think, is what got me here, just participating, man, During the virus, it was art and trick shots every single day. You're stuck at home. Hey, man, I can get a slingshot and shoot. That looks cool. You see what I'm saying? It grew from something so small as watching people shoot trick shots. And whether or not you know the outcome or not, still, it's enjoyable to watch.
I think for me, like I work very full time and I have children, and this is a release. This is a fun. This is, people get so stressed about competition, and that's not what it's about. It's about being together with our friends, our people that lift you up. We might give each other a hard time, and laugh and all of that. But at the core, we want each other to do the best for themselves.
Yes.
So coming in for shooters that aren't top 10 or pro, they feel that they're not that great. It is about that. Doesn't matter if you hit. How you handle the miss. So
That's true.
It's so good.
We get a kick out of it.
I wasn't gonna take a whole bunch of your time.
Okay, man.
Okay.
The competition event started off Saturday with the kids division.
All right.
It was so cool to see all the kids involved, having fun shooting slingshots.
Nice shooting. All right, Sea-Dog.
The kids division was just a slightly modified version of all the same events the adults shot. They had the distance shoot, the knockdowns, the woods course, and the speed shooting. Don't mind me.
Okay, I am Christian, I am 12 years old, and I'm from Oklahoma.
How did you get into slingshots?
So I was shooting archery, and then Josh started, and I was like, hey, that looks pretty fun. And so I just started to shoot with him.
Does the archery sport translate? Being another shooting sport, does the skills translate over?
Kind
Can it
of.
overlap a little bit?
Yeah,
But do you feel like you're getting better as the years go by?
yeah. I remember when I wasn't even able to hit an 80, but now I'm able to hit a bottle cap just hanging out in the air.
How do you feel like this tournament's going for you?
I think it's going pretty well. I think I might get a really good place.
Do you have friends at school that you talk to about it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got anybody interested in shooting, or?
Some people have,
Yeah.
not like a whole lot.
Yeah. You just show them all your trophies, and then maybe they'll.
Yeah,
What's your favorite part about the sport?
probably just having fun and hang out with everybody.
Anything else you would want to tell folks your age about the sport or about the community or about coming to these events?
Just that, have fun, don't worry about placing, just do your best, and you tried.
All right, man. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You can shoot the targets in any order, but they are point values based on the size of the target, the smaller target.
After the kids division, we ran the knockdown event for both the amateur and the pro divisions.
All right, time's going to start now.
Kyle was among a handful of shooters who had a clean run during one of their knockdown rounds. And here, way in the back, I've got Will Bartlett's clean run during one of his rounds. And like father, like son, Graydon went on to also get a clean run. And here we have Tristan Cast with his clean sweep. And it's always hard to know who's going to get one of these, so I didn't know how to position the camera. But at least I got a few of them recorded. Duranda Hayes also had a clean run. And her husband, Bill Hayes, was the only shooter to get 2 clean runs during his knockdown rounds.
Guys, Rex T-Rex Slings, got a YouTube channel, got into this about 3 years now. Shoot to have fun. My goal with the channel is totally just to spread the word of a great hobby. As you can see, a great community. You'll never find any community more welcoming and more helpful than this one.
How did you find Slingshots? How did you get into it?
You know, the wrist rockets from a Kmart, Walmart. And me and my wife was in Dick's Sporting Goods, and there was a wrist rocket. And she mentioned, yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. And I grabbed one of them, grabbed a bag of ammo, took it home, gave it to my wife. You can't shoot the wrist rockets very good at all. The latex is night and day. But that's what got me interested, and the very first video I watched was the interview that they did with Moan. It was a news station.
If you're ever searching for Moan Waller, you should aim for his backyard.
But it's so enjoyable. It's like the best stress relief, you know? Smashing cans, exploding chalk.
Oh yeah, that was in Richmond. That's where I'm from.
That was the very first video I seen to where it showed what slingshots have evolved into, and it struck my interest. Went to Hocking Hills, was my first tournament, been shooting about a month and a half. Had so much fun, I went home, and now there's T-Rex Slings on YouTube.
Nice.
That's the whole reason why, is to get the kids off the couch, out in front of the TV, get them outside. For me, it's like a family reunion without Uncle Bob that nobody can stand. They show up because it's a community. I've said from like my second competition that I went to was ECST, and I found out it's more than a community, it's a brotherhood. And you build so many relationships with people that you never know. That's why the community is growing so well, is because you have different opinions, diversity in the way you live your life, the beliefs that you have. There's so much diversity and so much division that goes on. But as Nathan said last night, held up a stick and a piece of rubber, a couple pieces of steel ammo, it brings people together and gives them peace in mind. You have all of these people that get together just to have fun.
What would you tell somebody that's maybe watching this, that have never picked up a slingshot, that never been to a tournament? What would you want them to know about the community and the sport?
Get on YouTube. Look at different channels. Once you click on a video, then the feeds of other YouTubers will come in that have a very high passion for this. I would recommend that go to a tournament. If it's local, just go and watch the people, how the people react to each other. Whenever somebody new walks in, and if they've been to a tournament, one or two of them, the first thing everybody does, hug and a handshake. It's a slingshot family. That's what it is.
So we're talking about Midwest Spring Sling, first one ever. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, everybody knows me. It's cool. No. I'm Coin Worker, Michael Stellingworth, but I go by Coin Worker on YouTube.
First of all, how long have you been in the Slingshot world, and how did you get started with it?
I asked that question and then had to look it up myself, and I already forget again, but I think it's 3 or 4 years now. So 4 years. I would consider myself relatively new, but once you're in it for about a year and you get to know the community, you're in it, like deep, like that. You get sucked in real fast. I mean, we do most of our communicating online and on YouTube and that sort of thing, and chats back and forth. But yeah, for the most part, it's about the community. It's about the friendships. Nathan gave a great speech last night. I hope you cut that into all of this stuff. And he really hit the nail on the head when he talked about how it's a thing of focus for us. It's a thing of just, it's that community building, just have a good time with it. First of all, to give people hugs in person is awesome. Like, I just saw D's running by. Big hug. It felt good, man. It feels great because it's like a family reunion. I'm sure you've heard other people say that. Today, just seeing like what came together so quickly. Like, John's had this vision for a while, and apparently he runs into Andy. Immediately, he strikes up a conversation, shares his vision. Andy calls Jordan. Jordan calls a few people. The next thing you know, we're all like, we're in. If you want to do this, let's do this. It's cool. It's great. And knowing how much this community supported John, came out in droves. Look at us. And I mean, people, I drove an hour. Sure, I'll come. But Texas? Are you kidding me? People are coming from everywhere.
It's pretty amazing.
Canada?
I mean,
this is different. And it's always been different. This community is different. I can be teased all day long and love it. And it's because I know in the end, we're all different people, but we hold this slingshot that is such a commonality that we love each other. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's pretty incredible.
It's like a magic stick, the slingshot. What I would say to anybody is, I don't care what skill level you are at. If you're even thinking about picking up a slingshot, come out. You're going to have a great time. Join us, buy a slingshot, get involved, talk to people online. You're gonna find us. We're gonna embrace you, and you will be welcomed with open arms.
Andy Lowe from Savannah, Georgia.
You met John at Georgia Bushcraft, so you have a little bit more insight about how this whole thing began.
It was
brainstorming it and all that.
Yeah, me and him got in touch with. I was working with Simple Shot at the time, and helping people, new shooters, get started. And then he was one of them. He was one of these shooters, and he got hold of me, and we got together and had a meeting with a Zoom call with Nathan and Jordan, and here we are.
So tell me what this community means to you.
Nathan hit on it last night during his State of the Union, and it seems like these type of people just stay together. They stick together and enjoy each other's company, and because it takes a certain kind of person to enjoy shooting a toy, and pass it on to the next person. See that they get to see the joy that it brings in other people as well. You're there to help others, really, and helping others helps yourself. I learn by helping others. When I'm there helping somebody with the issue they're having with their slingshot shooting, they're like, oh, wait a minute, I think I've been doing that before too. I've done that, and then later on I think, oh yeah, I remember helping that person. I was doing that, didn't even realize it. So that kind of thing happens. But really, the community is what's great.
So I'm TJ.
with deeply rooted slings from Colorado, Fort Collins. Had an 18-hour drive, but it was worth it. Came down here to see what I can do. Got real heavy into it over the last like 3 years. Is when I got into it. And like really dedicated time to slinging. So, and I make slingshots. Here's one of mine here. I call this one the Ranger with layered G10 in it. So
a lot of us talk to each other online a lot, Facebook, YouTube. But what does it mean to actually come out and see people that you feel like you've known for years, but you're getting to see them in person?
I wasn't nervous. It was like just meeting family, but it was so surreal to like actually like physically see that person and like give them a hug and to like sit down and talk with them. For me, it was like an awesome moment, you know, like it was something that like, it was totally worth the 18 hours basically. You know, I would drive 18 hours again to another tournament just to sit here to be able to talk and BS with people. It's made my like journey of sobriety that much better, you know. And not only that, the connections that I've had with these people it'll be a lifetime, you know. These are people that I felt like I've been friends with for 20 years.
You mentioned it, so I feel like it's okay to ask you. So what has Slingshots done for you in your sobriety?
It takes the pressure off a lot, because like when now I don't even think about drinking. It's just go home and shoot and have fun, get on Discord, or, you know, make a slingshot, cut some bands. I've redirected my addiction to addiction of slingshots. It's changed, you know. So, and I'm one of those people that I'm full bore. When I like something, I'm interested, I'm all in. It's awesome. And it's helped me immensely for sure to get through all of it. So you go out there and doesn't matter how many times it takes you, you're still having fun, whether you're missing or hitting. It's a fun sport. It's family. I love it, and I'm not ever going to stop doing this. I'll be 70 years old in a cane, walking with a cane with a slingshot on top of the cane, you know. But
cool, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Feel like a movie star, dude. Can you edit so I have a full set of teeth?
I get it. My name is Michael Linder. I am from Central Texas.
How long have you been shooting slingshots?
Just about 4 years. Like a lot of people, Zach Fowler got me into it. I watched the show alone.
Oh,
and, I have some mild prepper tendencies, and I watched him take a slingshot out into the middle of nowhere and hunt with it, and I thought, it seems like a good post-apocalypse weapon, so I bought one and instantly fell in love with it.
So you've been to how many tournaments now?
This is my 11th.
Wow.
You get the bug, man. You get the bug, and you don't want to stop, you know? If I can possibly get there, I'm going to be there.
What's special about this community?
Well, I'll say it this way. If it was... I'm very competitive with myself. Not so much with other people, but if I don't feel like I do my best all the time, I get a little upset with myself. If it were only about the slingshots and only about the competition, I might have stopped coming, because I never feel like I shoot my best at a tournament. Nobody does. Right. But I keep coming back because I know Graydon said it best. And Graydon was walking by, coming back from the woods course, and Dana, my wife, asked him, "How'd you shoot?" And he was like, not very good. And she's like, "Oh, you don't seem too concerned about it." And he was like, "I got to walk through the woods hanging out with my friends. What's not to like?" You know? And he was 12 at the time, you know, and like that moment was just sort of an aha moment for both of us. I have had some of the deepest and most important conversations with people I have ever had at tournaments. And I know that no matter how that conversation goes, we're going to leave here friends, right? Because we always have this. No matter what happens, you'll always share the sport. Oh, Linder Sucks on YouTube.
There you go.
Okay, so I am Dana. I shoot slingshots. So for the longest time, me and my friends, we would set up a bunch of cans in the backyard. We would plink them with our pellet guns. It was a lot of fun. One day, he brought a slingshot home. He watched a million videos, took a bunch of notes. Took me about 3 months to be like, okay, I think I can do this too. Yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's how I got into it. And the barrier to entry is ridiculously low, which is what I try and tell people whenever they actually perk up what I tell them I shoot slingshots. Go on Amazon and get a $20 one. It's fine. Right. I have gone through so many iterations of Simple Shot that I have a bunch of loaners now that I'm just like, here, have a Scout, have a Scout LT, have an Axiom, go.
You're one of the members of the Women of Steel, right?
Indeed.
What do y'all do?
So,
you trying to promote women in the sport?
Yeah, so my very first tournament, there were 4 women competing. So I didn't have a good concept of how many women were in the sport. I kind of assumed that I was going to be the only woman to show up there at all. So I was delighted that there were any women, but then there just weren't that many. And the next one I went to after that, still not that many women. This is why we formed Women of Steel. I walk up to women when they look interested and I'm like, yeah, you should shoot, So Linder, he may have told you this story, but Linder, we'd been shooting in our backyard for a few months, maybe more than a few months. And at some point he goes, hey, if you say no, that's fine. But I just found out, I've been joining some communities online, and I found out that there are these slingshot tournaments. And I really want to go to one this year. But the whole time I was like, it's going to be me, and it's going to be a bunch of burly hunters with big beards, wearing camouflage, that are maybe not super stoked on women being there or whatever. Maybe they think this is the guys' activity, this is guys bonding. And I had convinced myself that's what I was going to deal with. I'd psyched myself up to just handle that situation, and it was 0% that. It was just this amazing group of people from all over the place with all these interesting stories, all of these interesting things that brought them together and brought them there. And some of the first people I met were Moan and Lori and Jordan Smothers and Nathan Masters. And because I really wasn't online and I wasn't watching videos and stuff, I didn't actually know who any of them were. So I wasn't I wasn't intimidated by that. I had the benefit of just not knowing them and being, oh, hey, I'm Dana, hi, Moan, blah, blah, blah. Whatever stereotype you carry in your head, like I did on my first tournament, it's not that. It turns out that most of us have more in common than we have not in common. Right. Hold on to communities. Even if they're communities where everybody is in the back of your head, you're not all on the same page. It's still a community, and hold on to that.
Is there anything else you'd want to add to encourage folks to maybe pick up a slingshot, try it out?
You got people like me. I'm not a person in camo with a beard. I'm just... If you like target sports, or anything sort of in that realm, and you want a low barrier to entry to just try it out, slingshots are the way. For sure. Plastic slingshot, clay ammo, cardboard box in your backyard, one spinner. That's what I say. Try it.
So you understand, like the old farming couple?
And it's also Trapper DES.
Correct. Yes.
I learned that
on YouTube. On YouTube, yeah.
Yep. I got a shot of all the slings on the table.
Yes. Okay.
That you built for the amateur division.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this or not, but your slingshots with your little initial on there, people treasure those. And that, you gave me one once when you were at Moan's place. I will never get rid of it. I will never trade it. I'll never sell it. It'll be in my bag forever. What it means to you to get out to these events and see people and fellowship with people.
It's a ton of fun. That's what it is. So if you haven't had a chance to come to the events, definitely try to make it a priority.
For those of you who he has given a slingshot to, he actually puts a good bit of thought into that. He doesn't just pull one out and hand it. He actually thinks like, he'll set it aside, I'm gonna give this to so-and-so. He does think about it before he gives it to you. And I also get to hear about the tournament a good 2 months beforehand, every day. And so he builds the excitement in the home, and it's a lot of fun because we just enjoy being together with all the people, and we just enjoy you guys. We're so glad you're part of our community. And if you're not showing up to the tournament yet, please come, because it's a great community.
And you specifically are a member of the Women of Steel.
Yes.
Women's Sling.
Some days we'll come up with challenges for each other, and we'll do it within the chat and be like, hey, draw a picture of a pumpkin and see how well you can put a face on it with your shooting. And it's just a fun way to kind of do life and hear how the others are doing and encourage the other women to shoot. And yeah, it's fun.
We're getting down towards the end of the day on Saturday. This is the distance shoot.
We ran almost 100 competitors from 21 states and Canada, including the kids, a bunch of new shooters, a bunch of first-time shooters and the adults, and just a bunch of new friendships. So thank you all for being a part of that.
All right, guys, I'm going to roll through the awards. All right, so youth overall, 5th place, Miller Strike. 4th place for the youth, Lindley Mannon. Youth overall, 3rd place winner, Liam Mannon. All right, 2nd place, youth overall is Cade Woodward. First place winner, Sea-Dog. All right, we're going to go through the amateur overall winners. 5th place overall amateur division, Francesca Smothers. 4th place, Everett Bishop. 3rd place, amateur overall, the one and only Randy Early. Never underestimate an old man with a slingshot. 2nd place, amateur overall, Cody Landers. First place, amateur overall winner, Dallas Martin.
Awesome. Gotta go pro.
All right, guys, we're going to go through the top shooters in each individual event. First place for the Woods course. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Mr. Moan Waller. Moan had a score of 63 in the Woods course.
Yeah, baby.
We got the Pro Speed Shooter Award, Mr. Andy Lowe. Dang, man, dang. the overall knockdown winner for the pro division, the one and only Mr. Bill Hayes. Guys, we had 11 clean rounds throughout the knockdown event this weekend, and Bill was the only one that got multiple. All right, the last event that we have a winner for, we have a three-way tie for first place. This is the distance event, a three-way tie. So we're going to solve this, but those people are Mr. Matt Nyman, Kyle Sobey, and myself. So we're going to do a tiebreaker event.
The tiebreaker event was pretty fun to watch. Each shooter took one shot, and it was like an elimination rounds. It came down to Matt Nyman and Jordan Smothers at the end.
All right, so we got the last category here is the pro overall winners. In fifth place was Mr. Matt Nyman. Fourth place pro overall, Coin. Third place pro overall, Michael Linder.
I beat Coy.
Second place overall pro division, Graydon Bartlett. And the winner of the Midwest Spring Sling, number 1, first place of the pro division, Mr. Andy Lowe.
And with that, the Midwest Spring Sling drew to a close Saturday evening with the prize raffle drawings. By Sunday morning, things slowed down. It was a little quieter. Folks that were still in town shared a moment together with a Sunday morning service. We cleaned up, packed things away, and said our goodbyes. It's the people that stay with you, not the scores or the trophies. And the time we got to share with each other.